watch a Deck the Hallmark episode. Thanks for
you.
doing that. Chances are the movie we're about to cover can be found on Philo.
Yeah, Philo's where you find all of your TV movies, all your reality TV shows, your kids shows. Philo's for everyone. It costs less than half of what YouTube and Hulu do.
That's exactly right. You can get Philo for 25% off for 2 months by going to philo.tv/DTH or click that little button.
That one right there?
Right over yonder.
Right over there? Oh, my goodness.
I think it's like above your head or something.
Really?
I don't know.
Up
Here's
here?
the episode.
Hey.
This is a Bramble Jam podcast. Hi, I'm Bran, and I'm not ready for Christmas, but I love Hallmark Christmas movies.
Hey, it's Panda. I'm not ready for Christmas, and I like Hallmark Christmas movies.
I'm Dan, and I'm not ready for Christmas because it's July, and I'm normal, and I also despise Hallmark Christmas movies, and this is the Deck the Hallmark
You
podcast.
can go as your... And you can tell your mother I said so.
Wow. Oh, that was...
Sorry, guys.
really
Things
glad
got
you
out of
were
hand
there.
here.
That was
I hope you didn't hear any of that.
Vain.
Hi, everybody. It's Friday. It's Christmas in July, and we're talking about I'm Not Ready for Christmas, Alicia Witt, Another Guy, 2015.
He was in Seventh Heaven.
Seventh Heaven, starring Jessica Biel and another guy.
Biel.
And another guy.
That
That show was a show.
It was a show. What a show, man.
Yep. Dude, the next big thing.
Imagine a podcast, guys, where you are listening to it
Now, but it was recorded in 1996.
They say it was recorded
but
in
it wasn't
96.
really recorded in 96.
It was recorded, and we're privy to the information.
It's like early
now.
edition,
It's like,
but
yes.
just for fun.
But we're acting like it's like we were recording it in 1996.
96, on like a ham radio.
Yes.
Isn't that a cool idea for a podcast? We thought so.
No one else did.
No one else did.
Seventh Heaven. Like, imagine the jokes.
I mean, so many.
I don't think Jessica Biel's going to amount to much.
It's a great bit.
How about that Reverend? You can trust him.
Reverend can trust him. That's right. Yeah, we did all these jokes.
Forget about it.
People didn't think it was funny.
I'm not ready for
Christmas.
Do.
Did you know that's an Alicia Witt jam in this movie?
I did not.
Yes, Alicia Witt jamming. I'm not.
And you thought,
ready
based upon
for
her
Christmas.
amazing acting in this movie, that she couldn't sing. Oh, boy, are you wrong.
I'm not ready for Christmas.
No.
Any
it's
other
a
words?
real,
Any other lyrics? Do you know any other lyrics?
Something about Yule log. Get that Yule log out of here.
Ready for Christmas.
I don't need that Yule log. Little, here we go. New M on the track.
I hate Christmas and I don't like you. And maybe one day we could roast marshmallows by the fire and chestnuts too. What? Not ready for it.
Not ready for it.
That was a remix that she didn't ever release, but did
And
let
that's
us
a shame. That's a
borrow.
shame.
Yeah, that's right.
She heard about us doing the new M.
New M, that's right.
Bit yesterday. By bit, I mean
Yesterday. Yeah. Real bit. What are you talking about? It's a robot, man.
I'm not ready
Love
for
it.
Christmas. 2015. Some people might say that that's the best year for Hallmark Christmas movies. Who
I
can
know
say?
I would.
Are you the year guys?
Best year ever, 2015.
Best year ever, 2015.
You heard it here first.
Are you talking about just Hallmark movies?
all the year
Like,
for everybody?
For everybody, not
I won the pick 3.
the pick 3.
Wow, how much money did you make?
$68 and a gift card to the Sizzler.
The Sizzler?
That's where I worked anyway.
That was where you worked. They fired you?
They fired me.
It was after 3 weeks.
Yeah. Full bennies at the Sizzler.
Full bennies?
Full bennies.
Are you ready for Christmas?
Oh, I'm so ready. 2015.
Thank you, year guy. We're talking about I'm Not Ready for Christmas. It originally aired on November 12th, 2015.
2015.
And it went a little something like
Best
that.
year ever.
Holly is how you
Alicia
might...
Witt is my dream girl.
Holly... Really?
The red hair gets me going.
Whoa, wow.
2015 guy.
I like him. He's
There's a lot
spicy.
there. Yeah.
Holly is how you might say a compulsive liar. She lies to random guys getting into taxi. She lies to her boss about how she knows a big new client. She lies to her niece about how she's going to be places, but she never is. At her company Christmas party, she bumps into that taxi cab guy, doubles down on the lie. His name is Drew. They started to chat. They really like each other. But then she misses her niece's Christmas show, and when she shows up after the show is done, guess who's there? It's Drew. He's the teacher, I guess. And he's like, oh, you're the aunt who misses and lies to their nieces. Get out of here, not interested. Now, the niece, Anna, asks Santa Claus after the show, and her big wish is, hey, I wish my aunt could only tell the truth. I don't want her to lie anymore. If she's going to be somewhere, I want her to be there. So that's what she wishes, and it happens immediately. The next day, she starts to tell the truth at work. It's brutal. She's like, this is dumb. You deserve it. I don't know. But she does hang out more with Drew, and it might have something to do with the fact that she's really into him, and she can't help but say that she's into him, and she's like, I really like you. You're the best. Oh my gosh. And who doesn't want to be around that? She's crushing it with this new client because he likes honesty, and also I'm pretty sure he also likes her. They go skiing together. He's feeding her drinks. Lines are being crossed, but what can you do? And Drew is like, listen, I want to spend time with you. I like you. And she's like, I like you too. But her niece is like, hey, I got to tell you something about something. This is a pretty big deal. You're telling the truth because I wished for Santa to do that. And she's like, well, all of this is now making sense. Drew starts to figure out that the client is in love with her. And so he's like, you know what? I'm going to take a job far away so I don't have to deal with this anymore. But then she finds out that stuff at work is going shady. And she finds out that the client says that he makes stuff in the USA, but he doesn't make stuff in the USA. And so she goes on stage and she tells the truth. And everybody's like, what? This is crazy. Drew comes back and they end up kissing. And she learns a valuable lesson about the power of the truth. And that, my friends, was I'm not ready for Christmas. She learned
about the power of the truth.
That was good.
It's the power of
I don't
love.
think it was worth a handshake.
No, it was. It was absolutely worth.
Shake my hand. Shake it.
I will not.
Hey, dude,
I
shake
will
his
not.
hand. Hey, bro, shake his hand.
Owner of the Western Bulldog.
So what? So am I.
Hey, shake his hand.
No,
Hey, buddy.
it's not worth it.
So
if he
what?
does something,
My hand, and then I'll shake his
if
hand,
he,
it'll be like that.
good gosh,
shake my
if he does something worthy, if he does something worthy of a handshake, I'll shake his hand. And until then, you keep your grubby paws to yourself.
Hey, Dan, shake my hand.
No.
Wait, are you saying I've never done anything?
No. You've done things plenty of times.
Hey, why don't you
But
just...
that was not worth it. And I want to be clear.
Do you want to shake
No.
do you want to shake my hand?
No.
We'll accept that trade.
Oh, now you've done it.
You did not send...
You didn't just send the bond package.
No. Melbourne sent us their boy for
Really?
free.
For free? Yeah, we will accept that
I
trade.
said I'd do him a solid next year at Christmas time.
That's fantastic. That's not on the podcast, though, Brand. That's for the Western Bulldogs. I shake your hand all the time. Every meeting, I shake your hand. Get back over to your side. You earn it, I'll shake your hand.
Uh-oh.
We just got a trade. They're trading next Christmas's gift for another gift. Shake my hand.
Oh my gosh, dude. You're not going to believe what? You're going to send that over?
You guys keep picking up the phone.
Guys, guess what they just sent over?
Like you're in the middle of a conversation.
Guess what they just sent over?
What?
My pants!
You're so proud of yourself.
Come on.
Shake his hand, Dan.
Yeah, shake it.
Hey, nothing gets a handshake from Dan more than my pants. Am I right, boys? That sounds weird. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here in over.
I've never made him a pants joke.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the break. It's a very serious one, and it's because we want to talk to you about something that you're missing in your life. It's Philo.
Philo TV is for everyone. Got shows for the kiddos, got shows for people that love reality, they got shows for people that love Christmas movies in July, like this Joker over here, and it costs less than half of YouTube and Hulu and all the big boys.
And here's the thing. I don't want to assume things about you, but I'm going to assume that if you don't have Philo, there's a little part of you that's missing. There's
That's right.
there's something in your heart. It's a Philo-shaped hole that only Philo can fill.
Oh my gosh.
And so go to philo.tv/DTH. And here's what's going to happen. You're going to get 25% off 2 months. 25% off 2 months by going to philo.tv/DTH. Get it on the horn. We're back, everybody.
Boy, yes, we are.
We're back. Go Bulldogs. Go Doggies.
Oh yeah, doggies.
I'm not ready for Christmas. Dan, that's your tagline.
That's my tagline. Yeah.
Tagline.
It makes more sense for me to say it than Alicia Witt in this movie, whom I never figure out why she's not ready for Christmas.
She's just not.
Yeah, I don't understand. The name makes no sense.
I think she wrote the song, and they were like, "We can call it that, sure."
Yeah, I legitimately think that's what they did.
I'm not ready for Christmas. So let's talk about how we felt about it. Let's start with the hot take. I think it's the perfect place to start. And I'm going to start with my good friend Panda, who's also the perfect person to start with the perfect place to start. Panda, kick us off, pal.
Love this movie. Right out of the gate, love this movie. This is the best I've seen Alicia Witt in a movie. Hands down, this is her best performance. Not only is it her best performance, this movie was engaging.
Oh my God.
Was it a Liar Liar remake?
You've seen Liar Liar, right?
Yes.
Okay. Brand's never seen Liar Liar. We got to. That's a conversation for a different day.
Whatever.
Okay.
But this movie is really fun. I was locked in the whole time. All in on this. Normally, listen, Alicia Witt is not my personal favorite actor in these. She seems like a really charming individual, but just the performances as a whole never really captivate me. She was great in this. I thought it was funny. I thought it was charming. I thought there were a lot of really sweet moments in it. Yeah, big fan of this movie.
I always say I'm not a big Alicia Witt fan, but I always like her movies.
Yep.
And I don't know what that says about me. Maybe I just don't understand me as a person and what I like. I like the movie, and I like Alicia Witt.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. It's good stuff, fun movie, lots of laughs, good bit of Christmas in there.
Yeah.
What's not to like? It's a funny flick. Our boy Hans Wasserberger, who came on for an exclusive Patreon interview back in the Patreon days. It's a fun script, funny things all around, and so it's a like for Brandon. She does it again. I don't know what to tell you. She did it again.
When we started doing this, you were like, "Man, I don't like Alicia Witt," and then every time we've done an Alicia Witt movie, you're like, "This Alicia Witt movie is a good one. It's a good boy."
The only Witt movie that I don't like is the one we did in season 1. With the Maytag Man.
Yeah, Maytag.
Oh, that was a bad one.
That was a bad movie. But everything out, she's
were real big on Christmas Tree Lane this past year, were you?
Yeah, he loved Christmas
was
Tree
very
Lane
high
with
on
Andrew.
Christmas
Remember,
Tree Lane. And
remember the wheelbarrow?
I did a wheelbarrow bit.
I mean, I liked it as well.
No, I was very high on
that.
it.
Yeah.
And the Very Merry Mix. I don't know. She's in fun movies aside from the Maytag Man.
She does pick fun movies. The Maytag Man was also in Montana, so it makes you wonder if it's him.
It wasn't a Montana film, what?
No, but he was in Christmas in Montana. I think Maytag Man
I think Christmas on Honeysuckle Lane, I believe is the name of it, is just boring and just a downer of a movie. Yeah. And that was in the middle, I believe, of Thanksgiving week where we were all dying.
Would you be willing to give it another try? Should we do a Wittathon?
Good God, please no. Look, the movie where she's a writer and does the Christmas Eve workshop.
Yeah, no, that's a good performance too.
That is the one Alicia Witt movie that I will say.
I don't know, you guys. I think I'm just coming to terms with who I am.
Yeah, it's one day at a time for you. I understand that. Should be for all of us.
Because she is she's not like everyone else. Her performances, she's just very different. She's quirky. She's quirky and different. And so I think at first glance, I'm like, I don't like this. This is different. But I like her movies. Yeah. And so I don't know what to say.
The only movie that I think she's really good in is that Writers movie. I thought this movie was just a derivative piece of garbage. Not only is it, this isn't a Liar Liar ripoff. Like they rip off movies like Delivered by Christmas is like a You've Got Mail ripoff. This movie just basically steals scenes straight from Liar Liar. Like there's a scene with a board meeting where she has to tell the truth and it turns out to work in her favor. There are scenes throughout this movie The towed car, straight from Liar Liar. The making partner, straight from Liar. Like all of this, it is not like another Liar Liar.
You're saying it's plagiarism.
It is straight stealing. It is almost a carbon copy. And then here's the problem with that. Liar Liar, probably in my opinion, this is going to be definitely controversial, my favorite Jim Carrey comedic performance. I think
performance.
Comedic, yeah. Not Truman Show, not Eternal Sunshine,
sure.
Not Man on the Moon. Of his comedies, Liar Liar nails it. It's really, really funny.
Yeah.
And instead of Jim Carrey in the role where he has all this physical comedy, you get Alicia Witt, who does this thing where she just speeds up talking when she starts to just ramble and tell the truth and look surprised. And it doesn't work for me at all. And the other problem is this movie, and Liar Liar does it too, but Liar Liar gets away with it because it's Jim Carrey and that's what he does great. This movie confuses telling your personal thoughts and feelings with telling the truth. Like, if somebody's like, how's your day going? You can say, not great. You don't have to say a full paragraph.
Right.
But in this movie, she does it, and it's just not, she just talks faster. Like, that's the whole bit. It's very off-putting. It's not great, and that's unfortunate because you get Matt Lauria, you get the dad from the Wonder Years as a Santa Claus who has magical powers, and he is wasted in this movie. The idea of the movie could have been funny. I didn't like the performance. I didn't like that it was a straight rip. One of my least favorites. Hard out for me on I'm Not Ready for Christmas. The name doesn't even make any sense. The movie's bad.
They want the pants back.
They want the pants back?
They want the pants back.
You got to give them the pants back. That's the rule of the pants.
No deal.
Interesting.
I might just be a part owner, but
do not take any wood
any
nickels.
pushback. No wood nickels. Let's get to the feels.
Was Rig on the other end of that line feeding you the pants joke? He probably was. He was. Be honest. I'm revoking the handshake. Handshake's gone.
It's too bad. It's on camera.
Try earn it again.
It's on camera.
Yeah.
It's on camera.
Hey, shake my
Revoking
hand,
it.
Dan. Shake my hand. I still.
No. Dude, that's a good one. I got it. Yeah.
Hey, you shook my hand.
That's fair.
You shook my hand.
It was worth it. It was worth it for that one right there. I can see some scars here. I can see some scars from when this has happened to you when you were younger.
With scars, that's all they are.
Yeah. It's okay. How awful do you feel when you were a kid, somebody did the too slow?
Oh, it's the worst.
And I was always too slow.
I can't believe they had the too slow in the Roaring 20s.
Come on, man. Come on. That's good stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you got it. Yeah.
There's a lot. I just want the listeners to know there's a lot of handshakes going on, none of which I'm a part of.
Okay, fine.
No, you don't. I don't want you.
I thought he was going to go for it.
All right.
Are you serious?
Go for all the feels. Now that you're sad. Oh.
Thanks. That was
I thought you were going to do it again.
I would never. I would never do it twice in a row.
But you would do it.
I would do it again.
Okay.
Go ahead, all the feels.
Okay. Well, if I had to conjure something up from my heart right now after it's been broken, I would say that when she first discovers that she cannot lie, that's a really funny scene. When she all of a sudden it starts coming out of her and she just can't stop. That's a really funny scene. She's in the elevator. Words are just coming out. I think that's
elevator scene, aside from the
yes, it is a ripoff
straight from Liar Liar once again.
Yes. I will say all of the funny parts are in fact ripped from Liar Liar, but it's funny.
What more
funny
can you
stuff.
want? What
For
more
it to
can
be
you want?
just a little bit, just write your own stuff, just a little bit.
But honestly,
I honestly think they're like, because we've talked to Hans. I honestly think they're like, Hans, write a Liar Liar, but for Hallmark. And he was like, okay. Is there anything I can't do? No, just write it straight. Because it hits all the exact same beats. It's absurd.
it does. It does do that. But it still works because when you take it and you move it, it moves well. It doesn't spoil in the process.
Nothing's like Jim Carrey in that courtroom not being able to tell a lie.
Gosh, it's so funny. He's just when he's going into the board and he just starts talking about each board member. It's
Jennifer Tilly and like about her driver's license. It's one of my. I laugh so hard every time. Sorry,
I didn't get any like romantic feels. The Christmas feels are fine. It's nicely decorated. I just got like a happy enjoyment feels like through the movie. I thought it was a fun movie to watch, but
It is a very Christmassy
but
movie.
no specific, like the relationships, whatever to me in this movie. I thought the guy was fine, but it doesn't give me any feels. I just got happy-go-lucky feels.
Yeah. I didn't like the movie. I had no feels. It's crazy to me how her telling the truth speeds up their relationship to declarations of love in 3 days. Like that's the explanation for that is I had to tell the truth, which really what she's doing is burying her soul. You can tell the truth by being quiet. She has to say everything she's thinking, which is very different than not.
I think you can fall in love with somebody's soul if they bare their soul to you very quickly.
Yeah.
I would say that.
72 hours.
I think that, listen, do I think that's fast? Yes. But I think that if you're that open and that transparent, you can get to know somebody very, very, very,
You
very
spend
quickly.
every waking moment with each other, but the amount of time they spend together is just not happening.
I don't know, man.
Let's take a quick break. Let's ponder these deep
do it,
questions.
yeah.
We'll come back. We'll get to the wait what's here on Deck the Hallmark. We're back. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Deck the Hallmark. We're getting to the wait what part of the show. So we talk about what in this movie made us go wait what. Panda, you loved it, but did you have any wait whats?
Just a couple, man.
There's so many wait what's.
no,
in this
there's
movie.
not. I would
Really?
beg to differ. None. Not none. There's a couple.
Somebody orders a beer, it's crazy.
Why don't you over there? I'm never gonna let you shake my hand again. Simple as that.
Go ahead.
Her idea of "Made in the USA" is one of the dumbest
Oh my
marketing concepts
gosh.
I've ever heard in my entire life. We have to. That's next level ridiculous.
She gets the job by going, what if we just told everybody it's made
Made in the USA, and he was like, "What?"
I could be the next Wrangler jeans. You did it, DePaul.
I don't understand that.
It is important to note that their reasoning for this concept. She says this is to go made in the USA, and then she says everybody's really patriotic right now.
Yeah,
it
this
is
is-
2015. I want to point
right.
that out. Like,
Everyone's really patriotic right now.
Yeah.
what is it? I don't understand.
Everyone's really patriotic right now.
My wife looked at me. She goes, "What year was this movie? Was this like 2001, 2002?"
Yeah.
And that range, I said,
2015. That's the height of patriotism in our country.
absolutely.
Obama's in his 7th year's office, and Trump's going down an escalator.
Trump just went down the escalator.
Like that's
If only
what we're
there
talking
was
about.
someone. If only there was somebody who was selling bags that were made in the USA.
Just absurd.
Patriotism for all-time high.
All-time high.
All-time
Can't
high.
say it.
No
Can't be
all
divisiveness.
patriots.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. When they go Christmas tree shopping, there's a table where they get hot chocolate, and it's literally right in the middle of the Christmas tree farm, like the table.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a bad one. He knows it's a bad one. He knows it. He couldn't even wait for you to finish.
what do you mean? That's a gold. What's that table doing there?
That's a
Have
gold.
you ever seen a table there?
That's a gold.
I stand by that.
I can't believe he went for it again.
I thought you were going to shake my hand.
Hear me out. We have a Christmas tree farm, and the table centrally located will sell hot chocolate. How crazy is that?
No, but why are there trees everywhere? You wouldn't put. They're walking up and down trying to get a tree. Why is there a table there?
Do you think
that
maybe-
table?
do
That
you-
tree's going to hit the table. There's going to be hot chocolate everywhere. Everyone who's anyone
you
knows.
think maybe
How many
they
times
have
you
multiple-
seen a tree fall at a Christmas tree lot?
I've never gotten a real tree, but that
You've
seems
never gotten a real tree?
no. But I would not put. I can tell you right now, if I ran a tree
This is
farm, I would
embarrassing.
never put one
This
there.
is why
Do you
this
think
is a
maybe
way
they?
for him. He's
do you-
never had.
do you
he's
think
never had
maybe
a
they
real tree.
have multiple hot chocolate? So like, if you start, you can get one here, or if while you're shopping you want one, here's one right in the
It
middle.
Yeah,
just-
but why
look-
would you put not? It's not the stand I have
Here's
an
the
issue
thing.
with.
Here's the
it's
thing,
the table.
Panda. The reason at most Christmas tree lots, there's a lot going on near the place where you pay.
Yeah.
They're trimming the bottom of the tree. They're leveling it out. They're making sure you're happy with it.
Sure.
They're putting it in that net. They're
yep,
putting
yep,
it on
yep,
top
yep.
of the cars. You're paying. There's usually a trailer that looks shady somewhere. there's too much going on there to also sell hot chocolate. Whereas in the actual Christmas tree lot, things are calm. So if you have some space centrally located while people are browsing trees and you can pay cash for hot chocolate and keep it away
Dan,
from
it's not the stand. It's
not
the
stand,
table.
It's the table.
how else are they going to sell the hot chocolate?
No, not the table that you're thinking of the stand. There's literally a table that they sit down at and they're drinking hot chocolate from. A little circle table.
Okay.
With a tablecloth.
Where
Why
else
would
are they
you
gonna
do that?
it?
You'd stand up and drink one. You don't put a table in the middle of the farm.
They're not going to put. It's not a farm. It's a lot.
You wouldn't put one in a lot.
Big difference.
I
You
would put
wouldn't.
one in a farm. Oh, you're right, Dan. I would put one in a farm. I would not do it in a lot.
I've come around to
Are
pandas.
as good as your handshake.
I've come around on this one.
I wouldn't know, Dan, and you wouldn't know because you never shake my hand.
I don't know why
did. I shook your hand
anybody.
earlier.
I don't know why
don't need
anybody
your
would
pity
sit
shakes.
down to pause at a lot.
I don't
You
know
go
why they would
there,
either, but it makes more sense than having it anywhere else. And we don't know how big the Christmas tree
We've
lot
spent
is.
a lot of time on this.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, because it's a good one. It makes you think. Makes you put some truth in the old noggin.
Hey, you got any more, pal? You're gonna leave with that one.
No,
searching.
what's happening with those mock-ups?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, the mock-up she makes at the end, the dude's it just didn't look right to me. It was a bad one. Bad mock-up.
That's why
This
you
movie's
fought,
gold.
That's why you fought so hard on the hot chocolate one, because you knew mock-ups was coming down the pipe.
You know what?
And you were like, oh,
no. Those mock-ups were ridiculous. You wouldn't go with those mock-ups. I stand by
I
that
didn't even
one.
know what he's talking about.
There is a montage. Is this what you're talking about? There's a montage of them working on the stuff that they're putting together.
then when she shows it to him-
one of them is like a commercial, and I did think the commercial looked a little funny. They're filming the guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it looks
And
silly.
she never even uses
They
that.
never use it.
Classic.
And then also when she
Classic
pulls out that
mock-up
final
situation.
picture, aren't they selling jeans?
But she didn't use it.
It's hard to say.
Well, yeah, but in the here's the thing. In the mock-up, she does show him at when she flies him out
Sizzler.
to Aspen.
Oh.
And she shows him mock-up. There are no pants. There's just shirt up, and they're selling pants. There's no pants.
Where are the pants?
Oh, no.
Rig?
Hello there.
Where are the pants?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I've been busy. I bought out the local theater. Boss Baby 2, baby.
You want to
It's a big day. Boss Baby 2 back in business or whatever it's called. It's in the theater.
You know you can watch it on Peacock.
No. You don't watch the Boss Baby on a small screen. Have you lost your ever-loving mind?
That's true.
So but to be clear, you rented out a full theater
I
just to
rented out a
watch.
full theater for the Boss Baby.
Why though? You've made it very clear you're not concerned about the virus or anything. Like, what's the point?
I wanted to make it invite only.
Who are you inviting?
Everybody at Fitzy's. They got a round and they got a ticket for the Boss Baby.
Okay.
I had a few other invites, but you mostly had to be at Fitzy's, and you guys weren't there. So I'm sorry.
So that's why I didn't get it.
That's why you didn't get an invite. I'm sorry.
Did I get an invite?
You did not get an invite. You were not at Fitzy's.
Did Dan get an invite?
Dan did get an invite. He did not go.
Dan?
Yeah, I got an invite. It was nailed to my front door. It was on parchment paper. I think it was written in blood. It said, Boss Baby 2, be there, signed Martin Luther. And I don't know what happened, but I was like,
Rig, why'd you sign up Martin Luther?
I may have been at Fitzy's for the better part of the day. I don't remember that, but I know I invited him. But Rig, there was no time or theater. It said Boss Baby 2, be there.
The question on the table, Rig, is where are the pants?
I have no idea where his pants are. His pants are not my problem. You know what my problem is?
What's that?
My pants.
I did not.
Ow.
Every time. I did.
It was a conversation about pants. You didn't think Rig was going to
I
work in
didn't
the
think he
pants?
doubled down on pants. I've never. The guy gets me every time.
He does.
How long before we make a shirt that sells 3 shirts that just says my pants?
Right? Can you add that to the doc? I have a couple. One, why is there a 3 p.m. Christmas tree lighting at a school? I don't know.
bring it.
This is different
Yes.
than the I don't know, evening recital.
Yes.
That would have been a time.
Yeah.
Maybe instead of having back-to-back events where you have a 3 p.m. Christmas tree lighting followed by a 7 p.m. recital, you just clock those two suckers together.
On consecutive
Yes!
nights, by the way.
Well,
so 3 p.m. one day.
It's a day-night
the
water
next day, 7 p.m.
Wow.
They're just trying to kill parents out here.
Why is there a
Can you
3
imagine
p.m.
if you had
Christmas?
two back-to-back nights for your daughter?
And I will
one
just
of them
say,
was a 3
and I'll
p.m.
just say
Christmas
this.
tree lighting?
I'll just say this. If you are an aunt or an uncle and you are going to a 3 p.m. Christmas tree lighting for your niece or nephew,
You're just
you
better.
are the best.
You're just better.
You're better
Yep.
than anybody else. You're better than anybody else.
No question.
Why did the wine turn to water? What's that in reference
They're
to?
Drinking. She is out with Dupois, and
Yes.
they're drinking wine, and they
They're-
order
champagne.
And then we go to another scene, and we come back. There are champagne flutes, and there's the wine glasses. Everything is water.
Yeah. It's a reverse
It's
Jesus.
a reverse Jesus situation out
Man,
here.
that's so
Satan
good.
came in and was like, nobody's getting drunk tonight. And went straight
in
wine
this
to water.
in this scenario, Satan is anti-alcohol.
That's right.
Shocking.
I don't know how that happened.
He's wild.
What
Maybe
a
all of
plot
it is
twist.
straight vodka.
It was all the glasses were just straight water.
I don't know
it
what
was
happened.
really it was really something. I've laughed at you have a reason for it, but I still thought it was funny. Santa Wonder Year Santa brings his own little thing of grass to stand on.
does.
Dan says it's because he doesn't want to slip. I just think it's because it's funny.
attraction.
This
Come on.
is my last one, everybody, and I this could be a what the homework, whatever you want to call it. There is an ice skating rink that also happens to have valet parking.
Yeah, they do.
This ice skating
Yeah.
rink is valet parking,
big
and the
time.
valet driver has the nerve to be upset that somebody that went ice skating isn't going to tip him. It's valet parking at an ice skating rink. How much do you think people are going to tip you?
And why are you apologizing?
Why? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never in all of my years been to an ice skating rink with valet parking.
I bet there is up north. It's big time.
Those fancy ice skating rinks. You know the ones.
That's all I got, boys. And what's the deal with that table at the lodge?
I mean, come
you
on.
just can't.
I want to be very clear. Alicia Witt is not your run-of-the-mill normal liar. She's what we call a sociopath. She lies just to hurt people's feelings. I don't know how else to describe this. She gets a taxi, and she is legitimately in a hurry when she gets the taxi. And the guy says, "Are you in a hurry?" And she says, "Yes." That's all she has to say. Cab is hers. Then she goes on about her sister having a baby. It doesn't matter. You don't need to lie if you're already in a hurry. And then she proceeds to take this parking spot, this 15-minute parking spot up front. But she doesn't. She Lucille Bluths that bad boy and parks in 3 spots. And you know why she can do that? Because the parking lot is empty. No one else is in the lot. It's not busy. Choose whatever spot you want. You don't have to bribe the guy with fake basketball tickets for he and his grandson on Christmas Day. Yeah, you lied about that for no reason. You're just a monster. Can we talk about Santa momentarily?
Sure.
This Santa, I got questions. First of all, most Santas that have the bucket out for Salvation Army, they're stationed like in front of like a Walmart or like a crowded place with a lot of shops. This Santa is stationed in front of a school. Weird. And the evening, weird. And then every time somebody makes a wish, he looks up in the sky like he's communicating
It's like Sammy Sosa.
Yeah, this
with
was my what the
something
hallmark.
upstairs. He's communicating with the big fella. And I'm very confused as to if he is acknowledging the higher power of the creator of the universe, God, or if there's a bigger real Santa that is getting relayed these messages, because this Santa is
You
just
think this guy's
creeptastic.
not real Santa? You think he's just tossing the wish up to the big
he's relay
Santa?
Santa saw him live, and he's tossing it up. Real Santa hears it, but he's like, "You got this one, right, big guy? Ho ho ho!" You know what I'm saying? Or is he looking up to God and being like, "You know that I don't really do any of this. Can you help us out, please?" But it's a creeper situation. He's not going to get any donations standing outside of a school at nighttime. So he's there looking
Well,
up. Apparently,
apparently is, Dan.
Yeah.
He's multiple people.
Alicia Witt keeps stopping by to
stopping
drop
by.
a 20 in the bucket.
I like that it's like she anytime she goes to talk to him, she like feels the
Yeah.
need. Like
That's
it's
funny.
Like it's
It's
Lucy.
a funny bit.
Her
guys.
niece orders triple frosting and then proceeds to eat around the frosting of the cupcake. I don't know if you saw
I
that.
don't
She got
understand.
triple frosting and just ate the cake, left the frosting there, didn't touch it. The guy in the movie, some other guy as we've affectionately called him, he says this line: "I was 2 weeks from proposing when I found out my girlfriend was seeing her German coworker the whole time." Why? Why we got to throw Germans under the bus? What does Germany have to do with this?
If you
bro?
knew this German,
No, but like at the end of the day, just say the coworker. He really drove it home with German. That's not. It's 2015. I know we're all patriots,
No.
but can we cool it
All-time high in
with
2015.
with the German talk?
it all started with one bratwurst.
It starts with
one
one
brat.
bratwurst.
I don't know why.
Doesn't even matter how hard you fry. Better than it needed to be. But I mean, we need to back up for the whole sentence. He was 2 weeks away, which means he was 2 weeks out from proposing.
He had a plan.
He had planned it out in advance. So good thing you didn't propose. Good thing you were planning in advance to find out that the entire time, because he says the whole time, the entire time he's dating this girl, she's with her coworker also dating him. And we felt the need in that sentence to pepper in German.
Yeah.
What are we doing? What does German have to do with it?
It was written by Hans Wasserberger, which makes you wonder
little bit.
why.
What happened?
Yeah, for sure.
Why Hans?
I mean, what if he was like, 'cause my girlfriend was seeing her clown coworker. Oh, I'm sure he was a clown. No, he was a clown in real life. He was the business clown. That's what he did. Okay, I see why you said it. German, like, what are we saying about German people at this point? Why are we doing that? That doesn't make any sense. I do want to make sure, I'll say that for the Hallmark. Why is the guy who's starting this clothing company having this conversation at this party? Like, it's almost like he's asking to be caught. He's at the party where they're launching the clothing line, and he's like, and what they don't know is it's not made in the USA. It's made in Malaysia. They'll never see it coming. What's that? Speak up? Okay. I'm a liar. Why are you, like, at least walk outside, bro. Like, at least distance yourself from all the people that are giving you the money and have come up with this ad campaign. It doesn't make any sense. And then you know how big ad execs, when they launch a new clothing line, they always introduce the marketing agent that came up with the pitch. You know how that happens.
Oh,
you
the
know, like
time.
Ralph
Yeah.
Lauren gets out there and he's like, before we go any further, Don Draper, get out here. Like,
What? Say it. How do you say it? Ralph Lauren?
Ralph Lauren.
Is it not Ralph Lauren?
I'm pretty sure it's Ralph Lauren.
Yeah, it's Ralph.
That was such an interesting emphasis you put.
Tommy Hilfiger gets out there and he's like, before I introduce my next line of preppy clothing, Dave, come on, Dave. You work for the ad agency. The floor is yours.
Jessica
clearly.
Biel.
Jessica Biel. That's right. And they did not have a cordless mic for this scene, so instead they took a regular corded mic and they just popped that
that
cord
sucker
right
off.
out and just handed it around like it was cordless. That's what they
You
did.
gotta love it. You gotta
Oh, yeah.
love it. It's time for what the Hallmark is part of the show. We wonder what could have been. Maybe having some clear questions that we still have. Panda.
The security guard. That
Yeah.
guy is
Yeah.
all sorts of surly, and yet
Surly. He's great. The security guard
guard-
that she promised basketball tickets to.
and then he calls the police.
He
on,
tows her because she lied about giving he and his grandson courtside seats to the NBA Christmas Day game. Can you imagine?
No, yes, I can understand that, but I also the whole reason she's illegally parking there.
She is illegally parking there. Yes.
He's purposely doing that. He winks at her at the very beginning, like he's the one who's in
He's
charge
doing
of
that because she's giving
Giving him, he's
basketball
yeah,
tickets.
he's shady.
He's doing it for the best gift he could possibly give his grandkid, and when he finds out she's lying, he calls her up.
He calls the police.
Yeah, he calls the tow company, not the police.
Yeah, this is not ethical.
No, it's a parking spot, Panda, and she promised one of the best gifts of all time. Christmas Day
Wait,
NBA
what do you mean
game,
it's not ethical? It's literally his job. It's 15-minute parking,
and she's parked
and
in
it
there the
says
whole
towing
time.
will be enforced.
And he called the tow company.
They
What?
do a very intense
The
zoom
very
in.
fact that he is allowed and made that backdoor deal to begin with
Sure.
is shady.
Okay.
That's my whole thing.
But then as soon as she's lying, he calls her bluff. Like, she lied, didn't he hold up her end of the bargain, and so he called the towing company.
What? The whole thing's shady. Why is that?
But
this shouldn't be what he's doing at all.
her actions are far and away worse than his. Far and away.
But yeah, but we've already established she's morally suspect, like 100%. But he's also the security
He's so
guard,
excited
and
to
he's
give a
sitting there-
gift. Like, it's not hurting anybody. Like, this is one of these spirit of the law versus letter of the law. The parking lot's literally empty. I can give my grandkid courtside seats, and I just got to look the other way on 15-minute parking for a month. Great.
It's her
I'm
own
in.
private parking spot that he gave her. It's not 15-minute parking. He looks at her and he's like, "How are you appreciating that VIP
But
parking?"
he doesn't put VIP out. She just parks in the 15-minute spot that no one parks in because they're going to be there longer than 15 minutes.
Shady, man. I'm just telling you.
I want to know. You brought up, Dan, the Made in the USA thing. I want to know what happened. Either A, he lied for no reason. He threw in that line about being made in the USA
Or that was part
for
of the
no
whole plan.
reason.
Yeah.
Or they were made in the USA. They did the marketing thing, and then someone brought to his attention that, oh, I don't know,
You can save a lot of
making
money.
things not in America,
Yeah.
you can save a lot of money. And he thought
that
this was
would
going to
be-
be a big. I want to know what happened. Either he's a liar for no reason. There would be no reason
Yeah.
for him to say.
I took it as I want to get these clothes these clothes a little bit more uppity, and he thinks that means made in the USA. I've got news for you, buddy. But he thinks that's going to do it, and so he peppers that line in, hoping a marketing exec will take it and run with
Interesting.
the genius idea that is
Made in the USA.
but if you,
Breaking
You're not going to
crowd
sneak
there.
that one by, Alicia Witt.
But if you want to, make that your market, you're the boss. Don't. Why are you peppering stuff in? Just be like, hey, what if we just said, what if we did the Made in the USA bit?
Yeah, no, it doesn't make any sense.
Unless it was that way, and then he changed it when he found out. I just want to know what
Yep.
happened.
Yeah. I have two. I got to start with the declining academia at Northwestern University. I just want to be clear here. This is in the script. Northwestern University, like a bastion of academia and just Chicago's like crown jewel. They lost their head band director, and they offered that job to an elementary school teacher in Denver, Colorado. What happened, Northwestern? What happened, Wildcats? You used to mean something. Now you're just giving gigs out to elementary school teachers in Denver?
He was overqualified for that elementary school position, I think.
I'd say so. And they only doubled his salary. That was my favorite part. They were like, they doubled his salary. And then second of all, they pepper in the fact that the little girl wishes that she wouldn't, that Alicia Witt wouldn't lie, but then also wishes that somehow dude would stay. And she says specifically, my second wish was for a snowstorm. Now, this snowstorm has not been seen, the likes of which have not been seen in over 100 years. This little girl wished for mass destruction.
Yes.
Like mass destruction.
Let's hope it doesn't happen in Texas.
So that one dude would
don't know,
stay in
guys.
town. That was a little much. But you know, what are you gonna do?
current event jokes. I don't know what you want.
Hey. That's all I got.
We did, everybody. Congratulations.
Hey,
Happy
what a
Double
week.
Decker of the Week. We start on Tuesday. We have one there. We have one on Friday. Nice little sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
Who do we have today, Dan?
We have Brooke Cratchy.
Woo!
Or Book Cratch. Let's go with Book Cratch. Kratche.
Cratch.
Let's go Cratch. Brooke Cratch.
Yeah, Brooks. Brooks an interesting individual. I'll say that. You don't want to be too effervescent about these things, but I'm pretty in and excited about what Brooks doing. Has her own company that merges a little bit of history and a little bit of tech, and I think you will be excited about it, Dan. I know you're trembling
I'm
already.
giddy. I'm giddy.
You're giddy.
Yeah.
She owns a company called Basic Ballistics.
Okay.
And she just teaches people about the most basic ballistics, while at the same time you can build your own.
Are we
basic
talking
ballistics.
ballistic missiles?
Oh no, like basic ballistic things that you could, early on, very basic, like early primitive missiles, if you were to say anything like that.
Ballistic missiles were new like in the 1900s.
No, yeah, but think basic.
They had
though.
to sign an anti-ballistic missile treaty.
Yeah, but you're getting hung up
what
on the
do
missile.
you think ballistic means?
Ballistic. For instance, I ended up signing up. Best thing I ever did.
What did you learn?
I got to day one. We threw a rock, and that was a very great ballistic. Very basic, but it's foundation stuff.
Yeah.
And then you can move forward. You got some other
So
great
this
things.
is just things that launch in the air, is what you're saying. Anything that launches in the air, you would call a ballistic.
Yeah, I would say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you start at a rock.
You can. I decided to go a little bit more advanced.
How much do these classes cost?
$300
Per
session.
well, how long's a session?
Oh, it was a full day of rock throwing.
Brooke, boy, you're doing it. Basic ballistics.
So let me ask you. I went to the dictionary just really quick. So we have of or relating to the science of motion of projectiles in flight. That seems
Right.
to be what
Yes,
you're discussing
exactly, yes.
here. What about extremely or unusually suddenly excited, upset, or angry? Does that play any
going
part?
ballistic.
Going ballistic.
Yeah, that's in the second course, advanced ballistics, and that's where you get really mad and you get to throw some things.
Wow, it's a both and.
How do they
Stitch.
make you mad?
Wow.
Well, she dropped a rock on my foot and then asked me to pick it up and throw it.
You've taken two.
I've taken two. I spent $500 for the second course.
Ooh, so 800 total.
Yeah, it was. Can I say this? Worth it. Every penny of it.
It does seem not to be the case, but I'm happy it was worth
No,
it.
I think you would enjoy it. I
So
signed us up for
you-
life classes.
How much was that?
How much was a life class?
$2,000.
Is life class different from like a lifetime of classes? Life class sounds like it's a different thing.
Yeah,
altogether.
it's
You
she
signed us up
teaches
for
you
life class.
lessons
how to
through
apply
ballistics.
this to life.
Yeah, basic
Yeah.
ballistics, life
Yeah,
classes.
life
Just-
lessons.
so
How
just
to
to be-
throw rocks at your neighbors.
So just to be clear, like at a very basic level, this is how to throw rocks 101.
Yes.
Well, you can throw other things as long as they're
And
basic.
it's $300
but
a
it
session
is
to learn how
a
to throw.
general lesson on how to throw things.
Yeah, I would say you're getting the spirit of it, but you really have to be there to capture
You
what
gotta get in
she's
the
doing.
ballistics mindset.
Yeah.
You gotta get in the ballistic mindset.
I would say it's more a lifestyle.
All right, we did, it, everybody. Congratulations. We're gonna be.
Man, those
You see, it
classes are
worked.
really paying off.
It's great.
That did hurt. That did hurt. We'll be back on Monday with another episode. Until then, may we be the first to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Deck the Hallmark's a Bramble Jam podcast. It's presented by Philo TV. It's produced by Brandon Gray and recorded live in, Greenville, South Carolina. Set decor is by Plum at Haywood Mall. For more information on Deck the Hallmark, you can go to deckthehallmark.com. For more information on Bramble Jam Podcast Network, you can go to bramblejamPodcast.com.